What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. We have made it to top 8 of the PTCGO tournament series. I know in the last video I said we're going to find out what's going to happen, and I cut it off there. Didn't tell you what really happened. Now, I think I got 7th place overall, and we are playing against Ross Gilbert, or PTCGRadio himself. We both made it top 8, and very exciting. So we're having a YouTube match-off in the top 8. Wow, we have a turn 1. We have a great hand. We have a Mew and Yveltal, and he's playing some kind of fairy deck, which is kind of bad for us because we have resistance, which is not good, but hopefully maybe Mew could take that down. We got the Yveltal, we got the Mew, we'll press done, we got a DC, we got a Max Elixir, and let's see what's going to happen. There's an unknown start for my opponent, so put a DC on this guy. We will Max Elixir number 1, it looks like we won't get anything, and we will Max Elixir number 2, try to find another, oh, no Dark Energy, so press done. We will Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, let's see what can we find. Alright, there's Ultra Ball, next Max Elixir. Do we go for another Max Elixir or not? I'm going to Ultra Ball. We could discard. No, let's Max Elixir first. Try to find a Dark Energy for that Yveltal. There's a Dark Energy for the Yveltal. And right now, we're just going to pass on to my opponent's turn. No real need to play down the Ultra Balls. We could Ninja Blade to Yveltal EX. Maybe take a knockout on maybe whoever he sends up. And right now, all we know is he's playing unknown. Nothing else is known about his deck. But yeah, Ross Gilbert from PTCGRadio, both in top 8. I think he got like 3rd, and now I got 7th. Maybe that's not right. No, I got 6th, and maybe he got 2nd, I got 7th. I know he only lost 1 match. Like, his very last round, he lost. So, he discarded a Zoroark Break. Okay, so he's playing some kind of dark deck. There's an Acro Break. And when I talked to him, he was saying he's playing a weird kind of concoction. He discards, okay, a Klefki, which is really not useful in our matchup. And is he playing Vespiquen? That could be a possibility as well. So discards Ultra Ball and a Zork. Okay, so we have seen multiple Zorks being discarded. We see 2 unknowns. And they're just Shaman. Okay, don't care. I mean, that's actually good for us. We can, like, take a knock on it, which is pretty great. Or snipe the bench, which is great. There's a Dark Energy going on unknown. Okay, so I'm so confused what we're playing against. So Shaman going to set up, put 400 cards in their hand. Okay. We could snipe that Shaman, which is great. There's an unknown coming on the field as well. Okay. There's a Klefki coming out. We don't care about this either. Okay, Klefki. We can knock out the unknown, which is fantastic. We see a Wonderlock going to the bench unknown. And I'm pretty sure he's playing some kind of hybrid, like, Vespiquen deck. So we're going to draw a card. And so in this case, we have to be very careful not to put down a bunch of Pokemon, or not put down an EX Pokemon to get knocked out. So we see another Feral Letter. We go to this card unknown, draw a new card. And yeah, I'm going to take a guess saying he's playing the Vespiquen deck. So Acrobat, go look at the top 2 cards of his deck. Now, he has to waste maybe a DC on the unknown. He might play Switch or Olympia, but I highly doubt that. And there's Combi coming down the field. Alright, so next turn, what we can do is we can retreat to Yveltal, bring the Combi up, and take a knockout with hitting the Shaman as well for a ton of damage. Can he find another Combi or not? I don't know if he plays Forest of Giant Plants. That's a big question as well. But if he doesn't do anything, we can just license or bring it to Kobe, take a knockout, which is fantastic. There's Sycamore. Go to discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. There's Zebstrika. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely a Vespiquen concoction kind of deck. Another Kobe coming down as well. Alright, so we have to do 2 Kobe's, okay. Alright, so do we license the Kobe, take a knockout or not? That's going to be the big question. So we get it, Trainer's Mill. Alright, so, we can probably go for another Yveltal. We could, yeah, I think we're going to go for another Yveltal. So we're Ultra Ball, discard Ninja Boy and a Hex Maniac. Okay. We'll discard these 2. We'll probably grab a Shaman. Oh, wait, there's no Shamans in our deck. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so grab an Yveltal. Let's see, how many Max Elixirs are left? There's 1 Max Elixir, so grab an Yveltal. Okay. We will put that guy down. We will Trainer's Mill. Grab it in for the next turn, because we're not going to play it right now. What we're going to do is V-Seeker for Lysander, bring a Combi, take a knockout that way for sure. So yeah, we're going to Lysander, bring a Combi up, take a knockout, and do some damage to that Shaman. So Lysander, bring it to Combi. retreat, and we will do pitch Black Spear, hit the active for 60, and hit the bench Shaman for 60 as well. So 60 and 60, and we could potentially knock out the Shaman next turn, which is fantastic. So we got 5 price cards. We get a Trainer's Mill. All right, so we got to find that one max. So here comes a Kobe. My opponent probably has Vespiquen. Right now he's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's doing 120, which is enough to knock out a Yveltal. So Vespiquen coming down, okay. DC to the active, and B range will knock us out if he does decide to go for that. There's a fair letter. Right now we have no Pokemon in the discard pile, so we can't. Oh, Mew can't copy the Vespiquen as well. Okay, so a Kobe coming down. All right, and oh man, we already discarded 3 max elixirs. Okay, all right, so let's see what will Ross do. So B range for the knockout, 130. Okay, so going down to 5 price cards. We'll send up the Mew. Okay. And on our turn, what will happen? We get a Sycamore, okay? So an Ultra Ball, discard, switch, and in to get another Yveltal. There's one left in the deck. Okay, there's not one. We could grab Yveltal EX to maybe do Evil Ball. So grab that, put this guy down. We will Trainer's Mill, look at soft cards of our deck. We'll grab, we're not going to grab anything. We could maybe grab Reverse Valley, do 70, but it doesn't really change the math too much with the Fright Knight. So we're not going to grab anything, and we're going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Let's see, what can we find? There's a Dark, a DCE, and a Delinquent, okay? So we're going to Dark this guy. Oh, man, whoever we Dark, he might have a License to take immediate knockout, which is very unfortunate. Okay. So I think the play is to Dark this guy and pass. Okay, so we're gonna pass right now. And what we can do next turn, he can take a knockout. We can put a DC on this guy, Y Cyclone for a knockout. Put the DC on this guy next turn, do damage to the Vespiquen as well. So get a DC on that Vespiquen, okay. Too bad we don't play Enhanced, that could be really good right now. So put a DC on that Vespiquen, and we don't play Karen as well. If we played Karen, we can pretty much just instantly win this game. So Lysander gonna bring this Fright Knight Yveltal up to the X spot, which is really bad because we have no more Fright Knights in our deck as of right now. Alright, so see Yveltal gonna get knocked out. When we take a knockout, he'll go down to he can do 150 next turn, which is still not a knockout on Yveltal EX, which is fantastic. So we'll set up Mew. We'll put a DC on the Yveltal. Umbreon, not really that good. So we're going to put my opponent down to 4. We're going to get 5. And hopefully we can find maybe another Yveltal EX. Alright, so we get a Parallel City, which is great. We can put it down on my opponent's side. Make that Vespiquen even do less damage. So Super Rod. Shuffle back in the 2 Yveltals and a Dark Energy. Parallel City my opponent. So that way their Grass Pokemon do 20 less. We will retreat into the Yveltal EX. And we will Y Cyclone, move a DC from this guy onto the Mew. And maybe he can't find an attacker or something. So move a DC from this guy onto the Mew. Okay. And we'll go down to 4 prize cards. What do we get? We find a Shaman. Okay, so Shaman, not really that useful. We don't put it down. That's an easy knockout for my opponent. So here comes Combi. And if my opponent can't find another Pokemon to put down and evolve the Combi, we could win next turn. Because we can knock out all of our stackers. But nope, there's a Vespiquen come online. Right now, like I said, he's doing 150 minus the 20 is 130. And he has to put more Pokemon in his discard pile. Can he find it or not? Alright, let's see. What does Ross have here? Can he find a way to take a knockout this turn or not? If we have a Dark Energy, so we can automatically take a knockout Beaverage, which is fantastic. He's played 1 Vespiquen, 1 Sycamore, 1 Lysander. He's played 4 Unknowns already. There's an Acrobite. You can look at top 2. And he has to find a way to discard Stadium. So there is a Zoroark being discarded. So he does 160 right now, 140. There's an Ultra Ball. Going to discard 2 cards. Probably going to grab a Shaman EX. So discards a Dark and an N. Alright. And let's see. What does he get here? There's a Zoroark coming down. Okay. With the Mind Jack. Don't care about that too much. But does he have another Shaman? Oh, okay, Sycamore. So he's doing 170 right now. If he can find a way to bump the Stadium, he can take a knockout this turn. Alright, and does he find when the Zebstrika coming down? Okay, that's bad because he hits a weakness on our guy. Okay. And how much HP does Zebstrika have? 100 HP, and there's a Force of Giant Plants coming out. Gonna bump our Stadium. Okay, so my opponent's gonna get 2 price cards. Alright, so that's not good at all, guys. Alright, so how can we do this? We can't end him, I mean, we might have to end him. There's a Dark Energy going to Zebstrika. A Blitzel, okay. He's going to take a knockout. We didn't find out fighting free either, which is very unfortunate. So 170 damage. Exactly. Took a knockout on an Yveltal EX. So going down to 3 prize cards. Okay. I mean, got it too. Sorry. So we'll send it mute. All right. And on our turn, do we top deck somebody good? And there's a fight. Oh, fighting Female 2 is just too late. All right. So how much HP? How much damage does this guy do? Crashing Bolt, 50. Okay. So we'll put a fighting pro in the active so that way it doesn't get knocked out. We'll put a Dark Energy in the active. I think we have to dig right now because if we don't dig, he can just license to bring up for a knockout. So I have to find an Yveltal EX for sure to knock out this Vespiquen. So we'll put down Parallel City. Or do we Shaman first? We're going to Shaman first. Draw in 4. Okay. I know he probably has Vespiquen for Lysander, but we had to find an attacker regardless. Okay, so that's not an attacker. That's not good. So we'll put a Parallel City down. We'll make it where he does 20 less. And do we just end up put it down to 2? Hopefully hit an Yveltal EX or a Right Knight Yveltal. I think that's what we have to do. We have to play the in. Put our opponent down. Can we keep finding the Pokemon? And there's the Fright Knight Yveltal, which is fantastic. But the only problem is our opponent can knock us out. And we don't really have attacker right now. So put down a Fright Knight Yveltal. Put down a Mew. And we will go for the Pitch Black Spear. Doing 60 and 60. Knocking out the Shaman. 70 damage. We'll go down to 2 price cards. Let's see what do we get. There's a Escape Rope and a Lysander. Alright. And on my opponent's turn, if he has a Lysander, he can win, break up the Shaman, take the game for sure. But if he doesn't, we might have a turn. But they're basically for Lysander, and Ross will take game number 1. He'll break up that Shaman, take a knockout. And yeah, I mean, this is a really hard matchup, I'm not gonna lie to you, because we have to rely on EX attackers. He doesn't play that many attackers. And yeah, I mean, we did find a Fighting Pro on the Yveltal EX as well, which is a very bad part of game 1. But we'll play the best 2 out of 3. We will go first. I'll go first. Alright, so we're gonna go first game number 2. And like I said, we had to find it. If we found a Fighting Pro on that Yveltal EX, he might have survived one more turn. And yeah, can we get set up or not? He did put down at least 1 Shaman, but that 1 Shaman was not enough. We took a knockout when we could on those Combis, did damage that Shaman, but I mean, we had to play, we had to play Vespiquen. I mean, we had to play the Shaman down to try to find an Yveltal, to take a knockout. I wonder if we had find an Yveltal, would he be able to retaliate or not? Oh man, so let's scroll over, trying to find the Yveltal Mew. So many decks to scroll through. So yeah, we'll grab Yveltal Mew, press accept, go to game number 2, guys, to see what's going to happen. Alright, so playing against Ross Gilbert one more time, PTCGRadio. And, yeah. Okay, call heads like always, it doesn't matter. We're going first regardless, so tell us. We're going to go first. Whoever loses gets to decide they want to go first or second. And of course, I want to go first, try to get set up, maybe take a donk and win that way. Alright, so we get a Yveltal, and a Yveltal EX. Okay. So he must have multiple Pokemon because he's trying to decide what to do. So put a Fright Knight in the active, put down another Fright Knight, put down Yveltal EX, and probably the second one. We need a dig for sure. I think we need a dig. Yeah, we probably need, okay, 3 Pokemon coming down. Holy cow. Alright, so we'll put down another Yveltal. And we'll put another Yveltal EX as well. We'll both have 3 Pokemon. Yeah, take that. So we'll press done. Alright. And we do have turn 1 Hex Maniac. So there's a Klefki. Which I don't know if Klefki right now is probably the best attacker for sure. We can put a Dark Energy active Sycamore, get a new hand of so we have multiple options. We can Dark Hex Maniac and see what opponent plays, because he probably can't do too much. And I think I'm fine with that play. We'll put a Dark in the active and just Hex Maniac. But that gives an option to use Floatstone because we shut down our Pitch Black Spear. Ooh, I think I'm still going to go with Hex. He can't dig, he can't play Shaman, he can't play Unknown. So I'm going to Hex, and then I'm going to pass onto my opponent's turn. Alright, so, I mean, we're not taking knockout guards on Klefki. It has, like, Fairy Wind has just too much HP. So DC going out to Blitz, okay, and a pass onto our turn. Alright, so we get it in. So I'm going to Sycamore. He didn't play too much. And let's see, what do we find? There's Trainer's Mail, Switch, well, Max Elixir. We'll find a Dark Energy. Put that onto the Yveltal EX. We're going to Ultra Ball, discard Trainer's Mail and Switch, looking for Shaman EX, okay? We're gonna grab Shaman EX, set up, and then grab a Mew to bump that Shaman off. So a Shaman setup, we need to find a DC right now to start attacking. So come on down DC, come on buddy, and oh, no DC. Alright, so I think there's another Shaman here as well. So Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2 for another Shaman. Okay, so grab another Shaman. We will Trainer's Mode, look for a Max Elixir. Okay, there's a Vespiquen Delinquent. I'm not going to grab either one of those. So press done. We will Shaman again, try to find a DCE. Is DCE even worth it? It's my big question. We might just DCE Yveltal EX. So Max Elixir, okay, so Max Elixir. Get a Dark on the Yveltal EX. Put a Dark on the active. Body through out the Yveltal, and we're just going to pass on to my opponent's turn. Now, he could play Shaman, he could Unknown, Feral Letter, a bunch of different stuff for sure. But hopefully we top deck a Pokemon, because we can Parallel City self down to 3, discard the Shamans, which is what we really want to do. We can also play an in regardless. He probably has a way to retreat this Klefki. He might play a DC, so he can DC into Blitzel, retreat. There's a Shaman come down, going to set up for 3, nuke guards, and hopefully he does not find a way to knock out our Yveltal EX. He could. If he finds a Lysander, he could take a knockout. I think it does like 210 exactly. Yeah, I think it does, for sure. I think it does. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it does. But if he takes a knock on the Yveltal, get him down to 4, we can start pitch, Black Spear, hit the guy for this guy for 60, hit the Shaman for 60, and then maybe next turn take a knockout, but then Yveltal EX gets knocked out pretty easily. And I mean, it's probably just a bad matchup overall. Like, striking hits a weakness. We can't really deal with Vespiquen. There's an Ultra Ball. Go ahead and discard 2 cards from his hand. And discards a Vespiquen and a Zork. Okay. We just gotta hope we top deck a Mew. Zebstrika coming down, okay. Alright, so Zebstrika hit the field, and that is pretty bad for us. Yeah, so 100 HP. Crash and Bolt does what? 220. There's a Lysander. Bring it. Oh my goodness. He's gonna retreat and take a knockout. Oh my goodness. Ross just has everything. Oh man. Alright, so he's gonna take a knockout, go down to 4 prize cards, but we can't hit that Zebstrika. We can air opponent down to 4. He hasn't played a supported card either. He just has everything in his hand. Wow, he had the DCE, he had everything else. There's a Feral Letter, going to discard the Unknown, draw a new card. Alright, and he's going to take a knockout, going down to 4. There's another Unknown coming down. Imagine he'll play that, probably use a Feral Letter to draw to another guy. And he even gets rid of our Fighting Spirit as well, which is very unfortunate. Alright, so that's not good. But now we can hit the Shaman, but he can hit us for weakness as well to knock us out the following turn. So Crash and Bolt for 220, taking a knockout. My opponent going down to 4 prize cards. We're going to send an Yveltal. If only had Parallel City, well, Parallel City is a minus a Lightning. Yeah, so that doesn't do anything really. So there's a Max Elixir, we'll play that. We'll grab a Dark, put down the Yveltal. And we will play in, put my opponent down to 4. Hopefully we can find a Dark Energy. I really don't wanna, oh my goodness, we don't find anything. We don't even get an attack off this turn. Oh my goodness gracious. So put down a Mew. Oh, we don't even get an attack off right now. Holy cow. That's not good, guys. This is terrible. If he has a V-Seeker for Light, he can break up Shaman, go down to 2. Oh my lord. Man. That is just really bad. That's like really bad. So yeah, no energy, no DCE, nothing. We can't even get an attack off this turn. Oh. So yeah, we'll have to pass. Like, I don't want to, like, discard, like, he might, like, Lysander or Shaman, so it'd be, like, useless just to retreat right now, then he just, like, Lysander Shaman regardless, so, yeah, I really don't want to treat right now. Okay, so, if it's a V-Seeker, I imagine he'll break up a Shaman, take a knockout, going down to 2 prize cards, we end him down to 2, hopefully it sticks, hopefully find an energy to actually attack for this turn. But right now, it's not looking good, guys. Oh, it's not looking good. There's Ultra Ball, going to discard 2 cards from his hand. Will he find a Shaman to help set up? He discards a Combi and an Unknown. And will he grab a Shaman or not to set up? There's another Blitzel coming down. How do we deal with these Blitzels? Oh, my goodness. All right, so another Blitzel coming down. Okay. So we're going to get 6. He's going to get 4. So he doesn't have a Lysander right now. He gets 4 new cards, okay? We get a Dark Energy, Escape Rope, Delinquent, Okie dokie. But no way to get attack off right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send up Yveltal, Escape Rope. He has to promote maybe Blitzel, let it get hit, which is okay, I guess. Ultra Ball discards a Zork and something else. Gets another Shaman. Does he put the Shaman down? So he's going to Shaman instead of for 5 new cards. Now, what could happen is, well, he probably has, like, more DCs. He's only played 1 so far. Floatstone, not that very, I mean, he probably does play Floatstone. There's going to be coming down, okay? And if you parallels right now, we're in trouble. If you parallels discard both his Shamans, we're definitely in trouble. So Darkening on Blitzel, we see Wonderlock going on to the Zebstrika, maybe, or whatever. Blitzel, okay? And there's a Crashing Bolt for knockout, okay? Alright, so now, like, Escape Rope becomes a bad play, because now if we Escape Rope, my opponent can just send up this Blitzel. What we could do Well, no, that doesn't work either. I was gonna say maybe we could Ninja Boy into an Yveltal EX, but then he can send a guy to take a knockout. We'll send a Mew right now. I think Mew is probably the better way to go. Okay, so we get a Parallel City. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we'll put down Yveltal. How many Max Looks have we played? 3 Max Looks is okay. So we're gonna Vespiquen 4 and in. Right? So we're gonna end him down to 3. Hopefully we can find a Max Elixir and a DC. That's what we need right now to even give us a chance. Or neither one of those. That's great as well. That's cool. Yep, I like that as well. Alright, so what we could do is put down Umbreon. Escape Rope. Do we Escape Rope make him switch? Or do we just return ourselves? Because he probably sees a Combi. How much damage is he doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He does 90. He could just retreat the Blitzel regardless, but he wants a DCE. Oh, man. Alright, so what do we do here, guys? Alright, so I'm going to Escape Rope. At least he has to waste some kind of energy attachment for the turn. So we're going to Escape Rope. He'll probably send the Combi or the Blitzel. Regardless, like Combi can have free retreat with Vespiquen, but he can't take a knock at Umbreon. So we're making him dig maybe a little bit more. Which is still, like, not the best thing for sure. Yeah, I mean, we're just in trouble regardless. Like, this is a bad matchup. Like, it plays, like, Zebstrika. There's a Shaman come up, so set up Umbreon. We'll put a Dark on the active. And we'll Veil of Darkness for 20. Discard the Ultra Ball. Yep. Alright, so we're just going to draw a new card. There's a... Oh! There it is. There's DC coming to play. Alright, so on our opponent's turn. Okay, so that's good. We finally hit a DC. So what we could do is maybe license the Shaman, get stuck in the X spot. There's a Zora coming down. Okay. Don't care about that. There's a Vespiquen coming online as well. Alright. And there's a DC. So he's going to Sky Return for 30, which is very bad because now he can constantly just pick up these guys. So Umbreon being attacked. Okay. Who does he send up, though? We could... in game for 70. We actually did take a knock on that guy. Okay, so our turn, we get a Sycamore. So I'm going to put a DC on the Yveltal, Vespiquen for in, put my opponent down to 3. Yeah, I'm going to put my opponent down to 3. We're going to get 6, and hopefully this Shaman will be stuck in the active spot. Alright, so fighting for real, don't care about that. We'll retreat to Yveltal, and hopefully Pitchbox Spear will stick. I mean, if not, he can just manually retreat out of it. So 60 to that guy, okay. On top opponent's turn, does he find a DC or not? Does he find an energy? If he finds an energy, he can take a knockout with this guy. Things are going bad. Oh my goodness. We can't even knock out like this guy. So, oh, he has a DC. He has, every time we do something, he always has like the right answer. Like every time we want to do something cool, Ross just has it. Oh man, I guess it's just his game to win. Like I can't really... Yeah, can't really do this. Can't really do much about this. So, DC on this Shaman, okay. There's a in going to your hand, okay. So, is he going to play in right now, or does he Sky Return? So, another Shaman coming out. I'm going to set up for 4 new cards, okay. Stop playing. Whoa, he keeps toying my emotions. He keep, like, dropping these Shamans. Yeah, hit these Shamans for 60. I dare you. I'm just going to Sky Return over and over again. And I'm having the DC every single time. He's just rubbing our face. He's like, yeah, I got the Shamans. I got the DCs. I don't care too much about that. And we don't play enhanced hammer, so that's not good for us. Like we are just in trouble, just overall. Okay, my plan is just like maybe Lyson or Shaman gets stuck in the X spot. Here comes Blitz. Oh, Zebstrika, okay. So he's down 3 DCs right now. Unfortunately, we cannot take a knockout on the Zebstrika unless we hit a Max Elixir, like Max Elixir DC and Umbreon, Ninja Boy to something. And then take a knockout. But then all he needs is a Dark Energy and Zebstrika to win the game. Alright, so Crash the Bolt for the knockout, doing 210, or 220, okay. Going down to 2, we'll set up Mew. Alright, so we need to hit a Max Elixir right now. Come on, Max Elixir. Come on! And there's a Mew. Fantastic. Okay, so I don't know how we can win this game now. What do we do, guys? We could DC a Shaman Sky Return for 40. Make it where if he doesn't have he has to hit a Lyson who's not got a Shaman, which he's played 1 already. Okay. We could Lyson and Blitzel, but that won't really stick as well. I think our plan is to DC a Shaman, put down a Mew, put down a Fighting Field on a Shaman, and Vespiquen for a N. Alright, so we're going to end, put him down to 2, and hopefully with this we can find a parallel city. That's what I'm trying to find. Oh, there's a Max and a Delinquent, so we could get a knock on the Zebstrika next turn, and if he doesn't have a license, we can be okay. I was hoping to get Parallel City discard Shaman and Umbreon, but obviously that didn't happen. We will Max Elixir. There's a Dark Energy in this guy. Okay, so we find a Dark Energy in that guy. We will retreat into Shaman. And we will Sky Return for 30, sending in a Mew. That's our best out right now. So send a Mew, okay. He can crash. I guess we. Yeah, he's gonna crash both for knockout regardless. I guess we should have attached the fighting boats to Shaman. All right, there's this. Okay, so another Zebstrika come down, and that's gonna be pretty much game as long as he finds the energy. So Acrobite can look at top 2. Going to discard a unknown. Okay. So what we could do is maybe delinquent him. There's a Vespiquen for Lysander, and he wins the game every single time we do something. Ross has the answer. Oh my lord. Like, we didn't hit Parallel City. We had 7 cards left in our deck, and we didn't find a Parallel City. That is crazy. Oh my lord. Like, I was hoping, like I said, take a knock on the Zebstrika, maybe get stuck in the active spot, do damage to a Shaman. Oh man, but every time we tried something, Ross had the answer. And there we go, guys. There's top 8. Unfortunately, we got 2-0'd by Ross Gilbert, but I mean, it's just such a bad matchup. We can't really do much about that. Like, it's so horrible. Every time we end up, he had all the answers. Wow, that's pretty crazy. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed the series. I know I let y'all down. I'm sorry, but Ross is a really good player overall. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this tournament series. Hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.